What is up? How's it going? Welcome, BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto communities, Blue Crew, and all the communities out there. Guys, welcome to another DL Talk. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful start to your Thursday. Shout out to the Blue Crew, shout out to the Green Giants, and the Ledger Citizens. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. Guys, thanks so much for smashing the likes on the way in. Thanks to any new subscribers to the channel. Always grateful for the support, you guys. Thanks so much. Let's just jump into it. Thanks for the 2 viewers jumping on in. I know it's a little bit earlier than I usually do, but you know, when we stream and we're going for it, right? So here we go. We got BTC still at around 30K, guys. It's looking like it's another red day. I mean, it's kind of just been really sideways, because I know in the past streams I've just been saying another red day, another red day. It's just because at the times that we're streaming, it happens to be red in the market, but it's really just been going sideways. BTC's been around that 30,000 range for some time. XRP has been around that 40-cent range for some time. But some of the gainers in the past 7 days, you know, in the major cap cryptos, ADA went up to about 63 cents. Who knows if it's getting topped off right here, or is it ready to make another run? But I think, you know, with staking on Coinbase being activated and some other updates going on, ADA could be picking up some momentum right there. But, you know, still being a little bit careful, just because, you know, not believing that ADA is separating from the market. In my opinion, I still think this market is very immature and that a lot of cryptos are just fluctuating with each other. You know, all these cryptos following BTC or just going up and down together. You guys know the whole deal. All right, so let's see what else we got going on. Anything else in the past 24 hours? Let's see what are the top gainers in the past 24 hours. Once again, guys, thanks so much for jumping on in. And look at that, LCX. I remember a Blue Crew member bringing up LCX just recently, I think in a couple of streams. Like I said, I wasn't too big on it. Not saying that it was a bad crypto, is that I just don't know enough about it to be fully, excited about it and jumping in on it. But hopefully that Blue Crew member that did jump in on it gets to experience these 30% gains right here. Ocean Protocol is having a nice little bit of a run right here, 48% in the past 7 days. We talked about Ocean Protocol just a few days ago, and well, you look at that. Chainlink up about a full dollar from when we were just talking about it right there. I think we were catching it right at the right time when we were talking about it in our last stream with Chainlink. So happy to see Link going up to about 931. We were talking about it, what, at 812 or something, saying that this is a great buy low opportunity for Chainlink, especially during a bear cycle. Tezos and Chainlink, look at it happening, man. This is what the benefits of remembering our history in crypto here. Just remembering in the last bear cycle, Chainlink and Tezos were having their day. So maybe something could be happening again with Chainlink and Tezos. Definitely keeping our eyes out on it. But those looking like the major gainers right there. Osmo just trying to have a rebound after, you know, the protocol being halted. And I know you guys are probably wondering, what do I think about Osmo currently right now? Right now, you know, like I've said before, with most Atom projects or Cosmos projects, I have taken my profits initially when they were high, right? I got in on Osmos when it was super early days, got to reap the benefits of the rewards, and then got to take my initial investment and then some out with some profits. So whatever's going down with Osmo, whether it's going up or going down, you know, it's just a free ride at this point. So that's my opinion of Osmo at this juncture. Ocean Protocol, still bullish on it. Link, like I was saying, super bullish on it. You know, I was really liking the percentages here. Maybe we wait for a little bit of a retracement, but who knows? This could be going for a straight line to $10 from here. We'll just have to wait and see. Chainlink having some good activity in the past hour. So good to be seeing, you know, some relief rallies happening finally, because we've just been getting selling pressure over selling pressure over selling pressure for a good long while right now. So now we're starting to see the relief rally trend. Maybe something in the summer starts to pick up going towards 4th of July. Maybe we have another, you know, awesome 4th of July like we did in 2020. For things like VeChain, XRP, and a lot of the major cap cryptos. But at this point, you know, like we've been saying, I think we are getting close to a bottom. I'm not saying we have bottomed out, but if it does go down a little bit further, I mean, you know, I just think these areas right here, or if it goes lower, is great dollar cost averaging chances right here. So, Guys, thanks for the 2 viewers. Thanks for the 2 likes. And if anybody wanted to jump into the chat, ask some questions. If you guys have a crypto that you guys want to look at or add to the list, please let me know. But we're just going to be jumping on into the news section here. Let's go to our Twitter news first. So we got the Financial Stability Board from the Fed Payments Improvement talking about proposed quantitative targets for improving, guess what, cross-border payments. Read more on defining these goals across wholesale, retail, and remittance market segments. Guys, the need for better cross-border payments isn't going away. We still live in a fragmented world of payments. We still need that beautiful bridge currency to be jumping on in, getting implemented, that distributed ledger technology that's going to help a lot of these CBDCs flow, and for ISO 20022 to work at its maximum. Cross-border payments, faster payments, international payments, the need for these isn't going to be going away. Big news coming out of Ripple. Ashish Birla is now moving on from Ripple, but not so far, right? After 9 amazing years, I've decided to wrap up my day job at Ripple. Luckily, I'm not going as far as I joined the board of directors. So it's kind of like an improvement for Ashish. I mean, he's put in the work, right? So now he's on up to the board of directors for Ripple, where I'll continue to provide input on company vision plus strategy. I haven't decided what's next, but plan to continuing to build in crypto. In the past few days, I've had the chance to reflect on where we've come from and how much we've accomplished both as Ripple and as an industry through some memorable moments and launches over the years. When I started, he had the largest crypto exchange, Mt. Gox versus Binance, daily volume 2 million versus 70 billion, market cap 1.6 billion versus 1.3 trillion. This is an early picture of the team in our first ever office. That's crazy, man. Look at that. That is so cool to see this right here. Man, just all these young bups, man. Look at that. That's Aranda, Stephon Thomas. Crazy, man. Stephon Thomas just chilling on the beanbag couch right there. Johnny Aranda, I think his name is, right there. And Ashish Birla right here. Within a few weeks of joining, Stripe tried to acquire us. Ultimately, the deal fell apart shortly after this dinner at El Tapa Taqueria in San Francisco. But who knows what crypto would look like today if Stripe had gotten into the industry in 2013. That's very true. And look at that. Look who's there. Mr. Jed McCaleb, dude. Jed McCaleb just hanging out right there on the left-hand side. Crazy. I wonder what he's eating. He's probably eating a burger. There's Chris Larson right there on the right, on the further right. When he was at Bitcoin Magazine, Vitalik worked out at of our office in December 2013. I remember him talking about early smart contract concepts. We made him an offer to be an intern at Ripple, but couldn't get the visa sorted out, and he'd later speak at our first Swell conference. As you can see here, Vitalik in his unicorn outfit, and you got Stephon Thomas right there. Two of the more brilliant minds. I mean, say what you will about Vitalik, but Stephon Thomas, definitely his contributions to crypto, very well known. We piloted Ripple Pay as a functional credit card where you could use XRP to make everyday purchases using XRPL DEX to convert any currency in the XRPL wallet into USD. Unfortunately, no card network was willing to come with a 10-foot pole of crypto at the time. Man, remember Ripple Pay? Check this out. Look at that. And what was that? What year was that? 2013 still. Wow. We got DC Precise. What's up? Good morning. Enjoying his cup of coffee. Ralph Cooper, where is everyone? Yeah, I wonder, right? People just jumping on in a little bit late. We are streaming earlier than we do, but you guys know it's always like somewhere around 8 a.m. PST or 11 a.m. PST most of the time when I jump on in. So it's hard to guess which time I'm going to be jumping on, but you know, we don't follow a strict schedule or anything. Full of XRP. XRP rich, cash poor, can't buy a thing. Rye Guy in the house. What's up, Rye Guy? Good to see you guys. Thanks for hitting the likes on the way in. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to the 7 viewers, the 5 likes. You know, you guys know how to YouTube. Appreciate y'all. Much love. So yeah, Ashish Birla joining the board of directors for Ripple. When RippleNet first launched, crypto liquidity in the market was too limited to support crypto-enabled payments at scale, so we laid the foundation for RN with fiat first, while continuing to iterate on a product that would also use crypto liquidity when the timing was right. Man, so many clues of the timing being right, banks not wanting to deal with crypto at the moment, right? But they kept pursuing. In 2018, the timing was finally right for the first production of ODL transaction, formerly known as XRapid. This was a huge milestone, launching the first production cross-border use case that leveraged crypto at scale despite lots of external skepticism. Also in 2018, Hodge is hosting an amazing crypto dinner in April, and Gary Gensler and others were there. Selkis was a lot nicer in person, and Gary Gensler was interested in learning about the intersection of crypto and finance. I wonder what happened. Ashish Burla. Very funny, man. Back to Ripple, I'm incredibly proud of the RN team or RippleNet team as RippleNet continues to hit new milestones. In 2021, we previewed new alpha products like Liquidity Hub and RippleNet hitting 1 billion in monthly volume. We've gone from 3 to 25 plus payout markets for XRP powered payments today. That is amazing, you guys. Lastly, I want to thank Chris Larson and Brad Garlinghouse, who gave me invaluable opportunities and many lessons learned along the way at Ripple. I'm honored to join the board and continuing to be part of the company. Brad's first day at Ripple. Check this out. Lots of less gray hairs for Brad at that time, right? But no, he's chilling. He's chilling. And finally, Monica Long. We started at Ripple in the trenches together just 2 weeks apart. I can't think of anyone better suited to take the torch to lead the RippleNet team. And I think Monica Long is going to kill it as well. I mean, I love it when companies or even, sports teams or anything like that, when you're building a team, whether it's a company or a sports team, it's always great when you're able to, really breed in-house, like have some of these players or, workers there for like many years, starting from like the bottom and working their way to the top. And I really feel like, I'm not saying Monica Long started at the bottom, but start from where they started to where they're at now, and how big, how recognizable they're becoming, how impactful they are to crypto now and where they started. It's unbelievable. And then Ripple posting the unofficial head of snacks title carries over to the new board seat, right? Right? So that's awesome, man. But yeah, you already see Leonidas there saying best of luck to Ashish. So thank you, Ashish Burla, for what you've done to for the crypto space and especially for the XRP community. Let me catch up with the chat really quick. Let's go back to the charts here. What's up, Blue Crew? How you guys doing? Do you think TA works, or is it just all horseshit? I read that in '93, the guy who modified Elliott Wave method TA for modern day use was 6 years off when he attempted to predict the Dow Jones Industrial. Sniff, I would say it's somewhere in the middle. I wouldn't say TA is complete bullshit because it's not a perfect science. If that's, what you're looking for or something. It's like it's tools to help you gauge odds, right? So sometimes the odds are in your favor and it works out and you hit a streak where you're like, oh man, I think I have this sort of method now and I'm starting to get this TA thing or this trading thing. And then you have a moment of surprise, maybe because there's a global catalyst that happens or something unexpected when you were just expecting the market to just be the way it was, right? So that's why we try to go day by day, but we also try to play the percentages at least for relief rallies, right? It's tough to predict and it's tough to be right on, but sometimes you can hit a nice streak with those numbers. So yeah, TA is not a perfect science, but I wouldn't say it's complete horseshit either, right? Because like what did we just use TA for recently that was a benefit? Chainlink, right? And if people would have been jumping on, remember, it was literally my last stream that I was talking about Chainlink. I would pull up the proof, but you guys could just go to the last stream. It was only 30 minutes long. Go up to the point that I'm talking about Chainlink, and we were looking at its chart and saying it's completely oversold at this point, and indicators were looking favorable. Sometimes it works, right? Sometimes TA works and you get to have a nice dollar plus or 33% gain in the past 7 days, right? But then, yeah, sometimes you eat shit and it goes down further, right? But we like to try to play the odds, right? We were seeing Chainlink down about 70 plus percent in the year of, just complete selling pressure and this bearishness. And we were saying, you know what? It's due for at least a relief rally. And it also does well in the bear market because it's not guaranteed that history is going to repeat, but having that memory, because not many people were in the space in 2018, 2019 to see Chainlink going from like 10 cents or 25 cents and having an amazing run in the years to come, right? So, it's a long term game, but we just try to play the percentages, especially for cryptos that, you know, the only crypto that I'm super, I feel very confident in is XRP and possibly XLM over a lot of these. FTX is starting to jump in there, like FTT is starting to jump into that realm of trust there for me. But basically, XRP is my only one that I really trust and want to be hodling and have a hard time trying to take profits and selling with because, it's XRP. But all these other cryptos, I love playing the percentages with. I never sell completely out of my bags, but I love playing the percentages with them. XRP Houston, what's up, man? I don't like Garlinghouse's views on climate change. He plays right into what the Club of Rome and World Economics say about humans needing the reducing carbon footprint. Man-made climate change is BS. Sniff, I hear you, man. But we've talked about this before. It's like that's why we're not concerned about Ripple versus the SEC because Ripple's part of that big club. Ripple is part of the New World Order. You know, that's the dark point of this. The dark point of us even investing in XRP is knowing that they're going to try to move along and push this forward anyway and push forward this digital bridge currency anyway, whether we care about it or not. They're going to try to push this forward and make it the bridge currency to enhance faster payments, faster global payments, right? Um, micro payments, all these things with the machine agenda that technology continuing to increase machine to machine payments. So, we're just trying to ride off the coattails so we can have an impact in the future when a lot of people are going to be left behind, right? So it's sad because you could say, oh, we're selling our souls, but it's not really that. It's us being fortunate enough to see what the trend is and what's going to be happening in the future and getting ourselves prepared to have an impact for good in the future, right? But a globalist perspective and a globalization effort is already being made and it's already been underway for some time. I'm not saying there's nothing we can do about it, but I'm just saying right now the strategy for me, because I'm not trying to change the whole world here. I'm just trying to change myself, help my loved ones, help my friends, help my community. I'm trying to work inside out. I'm not trying to just go, oh, the whole world needs to change. I need to, point fingers here. You need to change. This needs to change and everything. No, if I change myself and, change the life of my loved ones, family, and community, then, the rest of the world, hopefully I could be an example for others to do that type of thing as well. And there's people who are examples to me that are doing that. And that's why I want to do something like that as well. You know, let me see. But I hear you, man. That's the dark truth to it, and that's why I'm not too worried about the Ripple and SEC case because they're both just puppets playing in the game for whatever. I hate saying the word agenda because people automatically think conspiracy and, oh, this guy's a nut. He doesn't know what he's really talking about. But the proof is in the pudding. If you look at all the information that there is about Ripple and what they're setting up and how the BIS is coordinating with Ripple, with Swift, this whole game that's happening, you know. Is Can listed on any exchange? I'm not too sure full of XRP. I'm not too big of a fan of Flare Finance personally. I'm not in the Flare Finance game. I'm just waiting for my airdrop of Flare, and I have some Songbird, and then I'm staking it, and that's it. I'm not too big on the Flare Finance world. I'm just super huge on XRP. you know. and XLM and stuff like that. The OGs. Like there's a lot of new projects that you could take the advantage of speculating on and hoping that their prices go up. But I'm just going in for the OG technologies that have been running for a really really long time. Because right now we're starting to see a trend of a lot of these hot projects having downtime and getting shut down. And now people are starting to question, well, is downtime necessarily a bad thing, right? As long as it still works, as long as you can still send and receive payments and blah blah blah. I'm just going for these. I've already had my position set for some time, and I'm just sticking with layer ones. I really, really like layer ones. There's a couple of layer twos that I make exceptions for, things like render token, for example. But I love things like XRP, ADA, Solana, DOT, TRX, AVAX, Chainlink. That's one of the fewer layer twos that I'm willing to make an exception for. And same thing with FTT because they're running on Solana. Near Protocol, XLM, Stellar, Algorand, Atom. Tezos. Like those already could fill up a whole portfolio in my opinion, and that you would be set. HBAR, exactly. HBAR. Love HBAR. We seek, we find. Good call out right there. Dieselhound, VeChain, UFC. I mean, isn't Crypto.com in the UFC as well? Isn't FTX in UFC as well? But, VeChain as well, VeChain's doing its thing. But the one thing, a lot of people are getting, this just reminded me about another announcement with Gala Film. So shout out to Gala Games. You guys know I own a Gala node, and, I was super bullish, super early days. Right now, I'm in the 50-50 stage with Gala, just because of the way they're going about certain things. I love the way that they're trying to get mass adoption and get a lot of attention to get a lot more people participating in their programs and things like that. But first off, we need more games to play, Gala. We need more games to play than just one or two games on your platform. There needs to be a lot more games, and it seems like you're rolling out all these other things without having really mastering the games aspect. Like, first master Gala games, and then maybe 5 years from now, after you guys have really grown for the play to earn aspects that you guys are doing, then going into Gala music, then going into Gala films. But once again, I'm not a CEO of a company. I don't really know business as well as probably these guys do. But now they're doing Gala music and they're doing Gala film. And then they're trying to get people to buy nodes for Gala film and Gala music and, nodes for specific games and stuff like that. And I'm just curious to wonder is why can't it just all go under founders nodes? Why can't it just all these perks that you're giving for all these other nodes just go into the founders nodes? And then also, I mean, aren't you guys guys worried that Gala may be spreading itself too thin here by not mastering one? Trying to be like a jack of all trades, trying to provide for the whole entertainment industry. So I'm not trying to spread FUD here. I'm just trying to temper the expectations right here is that Gala still has a long way to go. And I'm worried that they're trying to conquer the whole world right now in terms of the entertainment industry with crypto by doing Gala games, Gala music, Gala film, Gala this, Gala that, Gala pastries, all these things. It's well, first off, work on your chain, work on Gala chain, work on making the payments, sending and receiving a lot better, faster, and more efficient. We know you have a partnership with Flare. We know you have a partnership with the BSC Binance Smart Chain, and yet we're still not getting those benefits of sending and receiving those payments, right? So I love Gala. I'm still running my node. I'm still accumulating Gala. I'm happy that I was able to take profits where I did. And, now it's just kind of what's going on here, Gala? Are you guys spreading yourself too thin? What's happening with just focusing on releasing games, trying to master the gaming aspect before trying to spread out and trying to make Gala everything, Gala world, But that's just my 2 cents on that for that piece of news, because I know a lot of people are excited about Gala film, just in the same way that they were excited about Gala music, and I hope that they do pay off. I really do hope that they pay off. Ultimately, I hope Gala takes us all to the promised land. But right now, it's just have you guys mastered the game? What gives me faith to invest in a Gala film node if I haven't seen you guys master the games aspect yet? and you have tremendous games with really big names like Battlestar Galactica, The Walking Dead, right? So, we'll see. And they throw big events and they're spending all this money on those big events and everything like that to really showcase it. I'm just saying temper expectations. And this is, I'm not throwing all my money at Gala, but I would just have liked to see other things run. Master your games, master the payments aspect to try to give cheaper and faster payments to your customers and people who are supporting your community, and things like that. I mentioned Terrarium last stream. They have a token burn scheduled soon. Their website shows a fully doxed team and a detailed event roadmap. I think they're going to be successful. Sniff, once again, I mean, that sounds great, but it is an early stage project, so it doesn't mean that it's going to be successful. I'm very weary of cryptos that are just coming out in their first year, and weary in terms of the legitimacy of the project, but not weary in terms of price gains, right? Yeah, it's great to take advantage of the new kid on the block and then just try to ride the hype before a lot of other people get in and then cashing out. That's a strategy. I understand that. And if that's your strategy for Terrarium, then I totally respect that. But at the same time, it's super early days, just starting out. It has a lot of ground to cover to compete with other cryptos, and it has to show that it can run consistently for a really, really long time. I've heard the same jargon saying fully doxed team, great roadmaps, great use case, and then, Juno was a great example. It's like interoperable smart contracts, great team, great use case, great developers, and then you get a nice price rise, and then the big crash comes, right? When the system halts for a second. Full of XRP. Okay, so how can I leverage XRP or XLM? I can't find a level 2 that gives me that functionality. So full of XRP, I think you need to rephrase the question, or maybe I'm just not getting it. Do you mean how you can leverage XRP and XLM versus how you leverage layer 2s? Crypto Slow Joe, what's up? Hit the like. Thank you so much, man. Guys, thanks for the 14 viewers, the 9 likes. You guys are amazing. So let's jump into our first news. You guys know I like to update people on ISO 20022 because I believe so I see what you're saying. I guess how you would leverage XRP and XLM, I mean, it's swing trading, man. It's really just like trying to do the swing trade game because you can't do staking, right? Layer 2s, the great thing with layer 2s is they give you staking advantage. They give you APYs, right, that you can take advantage of, and high volatility, right? So, yeah, layer 2s are fun to take advantage of for the high volatility. But XRP and XLM do get high volatility when they finally start to move. They go sideways forever. And so if you're looking for short-term leveraging, like day-to-day leveraging, XRP and XLM probably isn't for you to do that for short-term leveraging. But so short-term leveraging type of cryptos that I would say that are good to maybe take advantage of, I would say, things like, let me see. I think Tezos has some good volatility. I want to change this. I want to chase this pump right here. H-bar is looking like it has a good opportunity for some short-term volatility. I'm loving H-bar, by the way, you guys, here under 10 cents. Looking really, really nice right there. We're getting so close to a bottom here, you guys. I'm not sure if we're at the last stop right here. I'm not sure if this is our bottom right now. I would say BTC hitting about 15 to 20K. Somewhere in between that would be the final bottom for the whole market, in my opinion. I see. Thanks, G. Yeah, no worries, full of XRP. Oh, we got 1111 going on. Appreciate it. So let's jump into the ISO 20022 news, guys. Thanks so much for any new subscribers to the channel. And once again, always grateful for your time. 4 key challenges and strategic considerations of ISO 20022 on banks. The global adoption of ISO 20022 open messaging standard is the most far-reaching, widely underestimated development in global payments industry to date. We've been saying that for some time, right? ISO 20022 goes some way to address inherent problems of a multitude of payments messaging formats and interoperability issues. The implementation of ISO 20022, however, comes with significant operational risk due to the size and complexity of the change involved. This has required banks to plan years ahead to manage this transformational change. Banks across the ecosystem must be willing to rethink their operating model, which will require a strong focus on interoperability, data quality, and integration of new technologies. I wonder what blockchain company was first to think about interoperability and increasing the data quality and working with banks. I wonder. In Europe, the European Central Bank and SWIFT have announced go-live dates of November 2022. With the ensuing deadline fast approaching, banks ill-prepared are feeling the pressure. SWIFT has announced a Phase 3 migration plan. However, this does not ease the pressure as banks' payment systems need to change to receive the new ISO 20022 messaging formats from correspondent banks that are migrating at the start of the transitional process. In November of 2022, SWIFT will enable ISO 20022 messages for cross-border payments and cash reporting. Every SWIFT member bank must be able to receive and handle ISO 20022 messages defined by CBPR. Plus, this is a significant step for ISO 20022 adoption. There are 4 key challenges that banks must overcome. So I'm just going to read the bullet points here because, oh, well, actually, no, we'll go through it. I thought it was going to be a lot longer. And, I really care about ISO 20022 here, you guys, so I do like getting into the specifics of this information. I understand we have some viewers who are already started falling off who don't enjoy this type of information, but, ISO 20022 is going to affect crypto in a very, very big way because once we start migrating over to ISO 20022 and the closer we get to full implementation of ISO 20022, you guys, the face of crypto is going to be looking a lot different. Right? So, understanding the complexity of ISO 20022 as a new payment standard, the new ISO 20022 messaging standard has a rich, structured data set with new business rules. ISO 20022 has a high level of complexity, introducing 750 new business components and more than 1,900 message definitions. This represents a paradigm shift compared to the current unstructured Swift MT messaging format. Banks using outdated legacy systems will find they are no longer fit for purpose and will need to invest in a new technology solution in order to comply with the new standard. As a starting point, banks will need to map their current payment messaging formats to the new messaging standard. This is a complex task requiring payments expertise. I wonder who's focused on payments and has been focused on payments since day one in the crypto space, right? Once the mapping exercise is completed, an efficient translation system is required encompassing the following requirements: ready message definitions and mapping libraries for different ISO 20022 specifications, handling interoperability across the different payment networks that will use ISO 20022 implementations, national, RTGS, ACH, regional, SEPA in Europe, and cross-border payments, SWIFT. A future-proofed solution for managing changes as they occur. A native ISO 20022 solution will make it simpler to adopt new ISO requirements as they are published. The need for a migration strategy and an execution plan. National regulators have set different deadlines for ISO 20022 adoption. Banks that operate across borders need to carefully plan their migration strategy with a detailed implementation plan. The migration strategy requires the following considerations: defined objectives and strategy, investment budget and resource plan, program governance, mobilization and implementation plan, detailed impact assessment including business processes, organizations, and systems, vendor technology solution evaluation and selection process, data mapping exercise, business process change management, IT systems implementation, testing, and cutover plan. So you guys can see that this is something that needs to be taken with the utmost, sensitivity in terms of how they're transitioning over to this new digital financial system. So understanding the migration risks and taking mitigating action, banks must consider mitigating the risks associated with the transformational change for implementing ISO 20022. Banks must evaluate and mitigate the risks of supporting both legacy and ISO 20022 payments during the 3-year transitional phase. From a regulatory compliance perspective, managing and storing new additional transaction information while retaining old data also poses challenges. The change to new format means outright downstream impacts, for example, complexities in reporting, additional costs of analytics and data storages. Banks have used legacy MT payment messaging formats for decades, and it will take time to get used to the new ISO 20022 standard. Therefore, it's important to provide banks with a solution and includes a user interface that shows original and converted messages clearly, unambiguously, whilst providing functionalities that realize the value of ISO 20022 rich fields. Support for familiar user experience like MT messages, offer different display options for ISO 20022, work seamlessly with live and archived ISO 20022 messaging. Benefits of rich standards only to be fully unlocked on wider bank adoption. The essential aim and benefit of the ISO 20022 implementation is it ensures the mass adoption and migration of the standard by the whole industry, and every bank, all the money, is compelled to participate. The benefits of ISO 20022 is compelling with much richer data to enhance the scope of messaging, straight-through processing, automated payment processing, effective data reconciliation, improved compliance screening, reducing false positives, and improved financial risk reporting. However, these benefits cannot be achieved by any one bank alone. It must be adopted in a coordinated way across the payment system. This is a big coordination here, you guys, in terms of implementing ISO 20022, in terms of implementing the interledger protocol, in terms of implementing digital assets for payments across the banking sector. So you guys can see how sensitive this situation is with ISO 20022, how difficult it is for banks to transition away from their legacy systems to this new ISO 20022 systems, and having a carryover of the information you had from those legacy systems over into the ISO 20022 system. So, I understand, guys, like a lot of people probably found this type of stuff boring, but this is so vital to understanding what to expect in terms of the future of the crypto market and the future of the digital asset space. Because ISO 20022 messaging, they're saying end of year 2022. Whenever it's fully implemented here, you guys, the face of crypto is going to look very, very different. And the cryptos that are garnering favor and actually achieving utility because of working in tandem with ISO 20022, in my belief, I believe these digital assets that we're speculating on today that aren't, don't have necessarily the use case being used yet, I think it's because they're waiting for the ISO 20022, messaging and launch. Because once we get ISO 20022 launched and it's fully implemented, now you're going to all of a sudden see true utility of these digital assets for payments, to bridge payments, for micropayments. But that's my 2 cents on that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that article. I'll always be sharing some information on ISO 20022, any new news on ISO 20022, and of course now with central bank digital currencies. So going into it, China's central bank digital currency could revolutionize global trade. The ECNY, the logo of China's central bank digital currency, is seen at an expo in Beijing. Global trade is dominated by the US dollar, the euro, the Japanese yen. So China being the largest trader and partner for most of the world, China is left mainly at the mercy of other nations' currencies to compete and drive commerce. But now China looking like they're way ahead of the game here with CBDC and possibly revolutionizing global trade. And what does that mean? Once this domino falls, you'll start seeing more and more CBDCs rolling out. You'll all of a sudden see ISO 20022 being migrated. It's funny that the launch of CBDCs, the rise of digital assets, and ISO 20022 all happening in harmony here. How's it going over there, Blue Crew? How's it going, Green Giants? Appreciate you guys sitting through the news, but that stuff is essential to be informed in the crypto space. Check this out. Ashish Burla posting yesterday, 4-leaf clover here. Who wore better, the Queen in green or Brad Garlinghouse? Looking like a Celtic, if you will. Maybe put money down on the Celtics to win the championship here, you guys. We'll see. Could be a little bit of foreshadowing of what to expect. So Volante Technologies, one of Ripple's partners, now being shortlisted for Payments Tech of the Year. Don't sleep on Volante Technologies. Don't sleep on Ripple. That is for sure, you guys. And look at this global payments conference, right? For the Fed payments improvement. They're not going to stop talking about payments. They're not going to stop talking about digital assets, guys. Digital assets are a dead And that's why we're trying to take advantage of red days, trying to take advantage of the opportunity that's in front of us, especially by playing the percentages. So let's go to the deep red section. Appreciate everybody jumping on in for this stream. Thanks so much for the support, Blue Crew. Shout out to all of y'all. Much love. So in terms of the deep reds, if you have faith in Juno, this could be a good time to be accumulating some Juno. If you have faith in Osmo token, this could be a great time to be accumulating some Osmo as well. Secret network with inherently private smart contracts looking like it could be a good opportunity right there. Cadena, loving Render at around this range. I think Render is at a really great price point. It could be almost set up to go up to 75 cents. We'll see what happens here. Cypherium. I know a lot of people have jumped off the Phantom wagon. I haven't heard about a lot of people talking about Phantom recently. I heard a lot of people talking about Phantom when it was rising, but now it could be a good time to be accumulating some Phantom. Cypherium has been pressing that button of knowing exactly what to say to central bank digital currency and ISO 20022 investors. Cypherium could be one that catches a lot of people by surprise, or it could just be a BS project that's really, really trying to just get your money by saying these buzzwords. But Cypherium looks very, very entertaining at this point for me. Ultra UOS looking really nice at 37 cents there. Atom at below $10 looks great. AKT Akash under $1 I'm liking. DeFi Land under a penny I'm liking. Gala, I would wait for Gala at around 5 cents, and then I think I will start accumulating some Gala again at around that area. Omi could be ready for a push. I like these cryptos that are down about 60+%, you guys. HBAR under 10 cents looks like a hell of a bargain. So there's still a lot of great opportunities there out there, you guys, and I certainly hope we all see the promised land with whatever crypto we decide to invest in. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in for another DL Talk. I hope that was efficient. I hope that was quick. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the information we went into on the stream. Thanks so much to the Blue Crew and the Green Giants and Ledger Citizens for tuning in. Always grateful to y'all. I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you. BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto community, Blue Crew, and all the communities out there. The future is distributed ledger technology. And the future is bright. Our future is bright. See you guys very soon. Keep the eye of the tiger. Adios.